Here she come. I hope I went live in time. Ooh, we've been waiting for this. Can you see it? It's like monsoon season has come to Jersey. Woo! Woo! Ah! You can't see it. Can you hear it? Wait a minute now. You're getting so excited. Your electric fan is going to blow off. Ugh! I feel like I should be singing some tribal song of thanks. Here it comes. Look at it coming up the street. I don't know where you are in Jersey, but it's coming your way. Here, let me see if I can get you. See it? Woo! And the heavens opened up. The heavens are telling the glory. Woo! You just don't know. Can you hear me? I do not know. It'll come back in a minute. Just hold on. Give it a second. Take cover, squirrel. I know. Hold on. It'll come back. Hit refresh. There it goes. Oh, no. No internet. Wait a minute. Woo! Hold on. I just lost my internet. Oh, there's lightning. I'm conducting. No, that ain't me conducting. What did I do to my internet? Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. Let's try to get it. Woohoo! Woo! Did you hear that one? All right. Man, that's the storms we like here. Can't reconnect. Did you hear that one? Woo! Man, that might be the end of this awful. Ah, that's the kind of storm I remember as a kid. Well, I'm fine right here on my porch, but I better not touch this. Wait a minute, am I? Woo! Well, if I get electrocuted, at least there'll be some witnesses. Here it comes again. Well, that one faked us out. Let me see what's wrong with my internet. Why is it trying to connect to my printer? My printer is probably inside printing out coupons from the Acme. Why is it? Oh, here it goes. No, I don't want Verizon. Wait a minute. I can't even. Maybe that blew out my. Well, shoot. I guess I'll have to talk to you on this. That's a fun storm. Sit. We're having a few connection problems here. Am I still broadcasting? Woo! You know what? The windows are down in my truck. I don't care. Won't be the first time I had a wet behind on the front seat, and won't be the last. Oh, you can? Because my computer is just went out. I'm eating ice cream. I'm spoiling my dinner. But actually, we're going to do something. We're going to have a show and tell. I'm going to talk about tomorrow night's sale, a couple new things in the eBay store. And let me see if I can get back. Everybody go run around the block or something. Oh, that feels good. I'm getting wet. Oh, my stuff is getting wet. Ah. Okay. Man, that was good. That just broke the whole atmosphere just went boom. It was like enough is enough. That's still hot. I mean, that might have dropped us a few, but when things, when things bake in the sun day after day after day, and it's in the mid to upper 90s day after day, you need more than this. Oh. Well, that shook the porch. Oh, I saw that one. Do you have storms like this in your country? I mean, they tell me that you don't get these in California. You're not going to run around. I should run around. It's too hot to leave the windows open. Well, I don't have I have my windows. Well, I'm out on my porch. Not everybody gets these big boom. Boy. Oh, spaghetti and meatballs. I had that last night. Well, I don't have to fill the bird bath. Let me see if I can get back on. I don't know. I don't suspect that lightning did anything. Okay, there I am. It says man on porch. No, I can see myself now. I don't know. Here comes my neighbor. Oh, wait for it. That one fizzled out. Oh, they scare you? They never scare. I don't ever remember them scaring me when I was a kid. We just had them all summer long. I mean, we had them, and I guess we had windows open a lot more then. But I don't know. I guess you still hear it. Okay, enough of that. It's just a thunderstorm. They're like, big deal, Scott. We get thunderstorms here too. All right, wait a minute. Let me pull my. I might need to add. I might need to. Oh, here it is. Wait a minute. I'm gonna try to plug something in. Ooh, wait a I had to change extension cords, and my little electric fan over here pooped out on me. Let me get that back in. Okay, I might need... Oh, come on. Okay. Because I want to show you what I want to show you. Okay. Now, let me get that like that and that like that, because you have to be able to... Okay. Is that better? Hey there, man on porch who eat ice cream in thunderstorm. I don't know. We needed that. Let me try some of this ice cream, which has turned into a milkshake. I don't even know what flavor it is. It's got little things in it. I can almost drink that. Okay. Now I can look at you and talk to you, maybe. Egg salad. Not tonight, Thrifty. And I didn't email you yet, but I will. I told you I was going to email you today, and I will. Because I'll see you on Saturday. I haven't figured out. Hey, Maria in Sweden. Oh, you like the Jadeite mug? Fire King? I just made ice cream, vanilla, so you can add what you like. Okay. Oh, it's pretty there. Hello, Mama. Well, I'm not normally. I've got to repair. I've only got. There's no screen here. There should be. There will be. This is the side. I've got double screens here, but the wooden frames, this house is old, and the wooden frames that had the screen, I have screens on the front, but I haven't built, I need to do frames and put screens in here, and then we'll have even more. But you know, it takes, you got anybody with a 100-year-old house, there's a list of things. You're going to get a Klondike bar? Go get one. Go get two, Sherry. Huh? Oh. It just started in Pittsburgh. Good for you. Donna, it's on its way up to North Jersey. Hold your, you need some, what? What's Bosco? Catlaw, high winds and heavy rain in Salem County. Now, Salem County is just two counties. I'm in Camden County, and then we have Gloucester County, Salem County. So you're down. You're not far from me. What's an egg salad sandwich? Maria is in Sweden. I guess it's not maybe it's just not a tradition in parts of Europe. You cut up boiled eggs, and then people put them in different things. It's like a mayonnaise, mustardy base, salt and pepper, maybe some pickle. I don't put onion in it. And you just smear it on bread and eat it like a sandwich. Well, I wasn't naming all the counties. I mean, yeah, there's a Mercer County, but I'm talking about, somebody just said that they were in Salem County, and that's near me. Mercer County is way up. But maybe the rain is coming to you. I don't know. They said it just started in Pittsburgh, so you're a good ways away from me. Ugh. That storm, it was short-lived, but at least it... See, this is the outside of the house. And that's one of the windows. And I did turn on some air conditioning. I gotta get this. Oh, look at those spider webs. This is the most spidery house. All the birds are talking to each other. I don't know what they're telling each other, but they got all stirred up. Now I'm dripping water down the front of me. Send that rain here. Well, where are you, Cynthia? I'll try. Love egg salad with onions and pickles and celery. Celery, all right. You can have the onions. I'll take it. Allentown here, and we just started with wind and raindrops. Well, I'll tell you what. Go back and watch. This is what I'm going to do. Let me get this over with. This is a live. However, after it goes live, I'm going to download it and upload it as if it's a video. So it'll serve two purposes. So it'll come out again a little bit later. And people will say, well, this looks weird. Isn't he live? Well, he was. He is now. But if you're watching this like later tonight, Sunday, it's 20 after 6. I'll probably do some editing. It'll be pre-recorded because I want to show you a few of the things that I'm going to be selling tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock right here, Unbreakables with Patrick the Trusty Huckster from his Mercantile. He, on his channel, already did a preview of his things. So if you want to know what Patrick is selling, go to the Trusty Huckster Mercantile. And he has a preview of what he's selling tomorrow night. I'll show you just a couple of things. If you're not familiar, Unbreakables means no glass, no pottery. You all grew up with nut dishes like this. I know I did. Didn't look like this. This is a really old one, and look at that. Oh, well, I need to read it to you. It says Standard Specialty Company of San Francisco, product of something forest. I have to look it up again. I knew a long time ago when I got this. I think this is ancient redwood or whatever it is, but it's some, like American forest, maybe out in California. And this thing itself, this is where you could crack a nut on. Now, there are no holes in this to stick the little picks. I got that. But that has the original finish on it. This itself dates to at least the 1920s. So this is about 100 years old. Who knows how old the tree was? But you can see, and I've got to look back up, Standard Specialty Company, San Francisco. I think this is part of the old redwood. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water, this land, right? It is beautiful, and it's antique. We got that tomorrow night. Listen to my English. We're also going to have 2 of these Sirocco style wood. It's the wood pulp, wood glue. I've got 2 bookends. We're going to have that musical themed. That's just the one of them. I told you I'm not going to drag this out. We're also going to have 2 more bookends. These are like, I don't know, is this Greek or Roman or conquistador or something? That's some helmet from overseas. Ancient times, I guess. And these are bronze patina. Yeah, there's, yeah. You can see the inside. It's the gray color, so it was cast and then given the bronze patina. So these are nice. They're unmarked. They're probably from the 30s, 40s, 50s in bookends. So if you're a bookend guy or girl, what, Scott? I'm starting to hear thunder. Oh, good. Well, where are you, Denise? Good for you. It's coming your way. If you're that, just no, you're not missing anything. Oh, Bosco. That was a department store. Bosco's. Why do I need that department store? Okay, we're also going to have tomorrow night the cocktail shaker with the lucite handle, mint condition, and I can't remember whether I have 6 or 8. I think 6. No, I think I've got 8 of these. But anyway, be surprised. So Art Deco cocktail shaker, it's all there. It's not nothing wrong with it. No split metal. There's the shaker lid. There's the pouring on and off screw lid. Yes, it's all there, and that's all there like that. Beautiful chrome. And then we're also going to have some old-timey shelf paper from back in your granny's day. We have 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 of them, bundles of them in a kind of a plaid. And I've got 2 bundles in a, like a dogwood. So you remember this from the old days. I have to unravel one and measure it to see. But your granny would put this on the shelf like that and then bend the decorative side down. So you'd see that. You remember that? Before we had all that sticky stuff. So these 2 are unused. I got to measure them to see how much you're going to get out of it. And then this is this sort of plaid color. What is the music on those bookends? Could you play it? It might just be something. It's in the key of B flat, I can tell you that. And it goes. I think it's just something abstract. I can't pluck out any tune from it. I do read music. I was a music major. And I play instruments, but I don't think it's any particular tune. I think it's just notes. Okay. So we'll have, this is real ephemera. Don't like tornado warnings? Well, we have. Oh, you'll love it at Levitt's. Oh, now that I remember. You'll love it at Levitt's. Okay. That's all I'm going to show you for tomorrow night, but there will be more because you know that we each sell about 10 items each. And what did I show you? 1, 2, 3. I only showed you 5. So you got to see half of what I think I'm selling tomorrow night. But there will be additional items. You have an escape route. What do you? Oh, if you have a tornado, you mean? We have to deal with nor'easters. It's not often that we get tornadoes. It can happen, and they can be very destructive, but we don't get them like other parts of the country. But we do get nor'easters, and they'll tear up the coast. This is just, I'm going to edit this out when I produce this later. Nobody wants to hear me smacking my lips. Oh, that's a nice car. All right. That's not for sale tomorrow night because it's glass and it's breakable. But look at it. Are my glass people here? It's is it Buttons and Bows? I'm not gonna sing it. I sang it to you a couple days ago. I'm not gonna sing it again. There's nothing on it. Now, you know, with glass like this, it could be from 1890 or it could be from 1960. So if my glass people are here, what kind of ice cream? I don't know what it was. It wasn't very good. I mean, it was, I don't know what kind it was. Are my glass people here? Well, this will be, I only have one. That it's fresh from the thrift shop. So we'll do some research on it. Its color is beautiful, I know. It's pressed glass, EAPG. But, you know, there were many companies that continued to make stuff. Imperial Glass, Westmoreland, others. They continued making glass like this into the 60s. So I don't know if this is Victorian or if it's from the 60s. It's probably not old. It's probably from the 60s. And to me, that's not old. I'm from the 60s, and I ain't old. I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet. Isn't it funny? People's different people's views on. Oh, that's vintage. Really? According to some of the auction sites, 20 years old is vintage. You're telling me 2003 is vintage? Vintage what? Let's not. I won't. I promise I won't. That's in the eBay store right now. And yeah, I thought so. Yeah, LG Wright. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't old. Wouldn't a set of those be pretty, though, in that color? If I could get a whole set of them. Yeah, that's a whole nother. We've had discussions like that before. We won't do that now about vintage. Could you spell that color for me? Could I spell it? No. Yeah, B-L-U-E. Blue? B-L-U-E. Okay. Tuscan, Cambridge. This is actually sort of a pink shell color, although it might look white out here. Scott, that's white. No, it isn't. It's pink. And it's the lighting that makes it look like that. That sits on my dresser and is overflowing with all the change right now. Not that, but that same thing, because I don't have a lid. This one has its lid, original. This is a 3-part candy dish, and I'm going to sell this with its lid. In fact, that just got put in the eBay store today. This wonderful, wonderful, marvelous, you should care for me, Art Nouveau. Now, what makes it nouveau, class? When we say Art Nouveau, what years are we talking about? It doesn't say anything on the bottom, but that tells us something. But what do we mean when we say... What do we mean when we say Art Nouveau, and what years are we in? You're smarter than I am. You know this. These are in the eBay store. No chips, no cracks. Earlier than the 20s. When we get into the 20s, we get into the modern movement. So you're close. Wait, what? Somebody got it? Okay, in the 1910s. Yeah, it goes into the 10s. When does it start, though, really? In Europe, in France, late 1880s, 1890s. We think of the Art Nouveau just before the turn of the century, right up to World War I. So roughly, we're not going to split hairs, roughly 1890, 1917, And it's sinewy. There's nothing geometric about this. We don't have any sharp lines. We don't have any right angles. We look at nature, yeah? And so you have, look at the way think of the posters. Toulouse-Lautrec, I don't know, I might be not thinking, no, I'm not thinking, who am I thinking of? I don't know. But it's actually a late Victorian, it's still in the late Victorian era if we go up to the time Queen Victoria died. So, but yes, and the condition on it, and the sugar bowl has its lid. That was never broken off. These delicate little handles were never broken. Super fantastic. Now, it's got some luster on it. I think it's telling me possibly Germany. Maybe, maybe not. Nothing on the bottom, but remember, prior to 1891, porcelain didn't have to be marked. Nothing had to be marked. We've all heard about McKinley and the Tariff Act in 1891. Items coming into this country have to be marked from their country of origin, but not in English. That doesn't happen until 1921. So that's why you get items that say Nippon and it's from Japan, but then after 1921 they say Japan because the laws changed. Could be English as well. With this luster, I always think of, I just like Germany and Japan. I think of luster, but it's unmarked. So all we know is, we know from the style of it, it's telling us when it was made. The fact that it's unmarked is also telling us about the time that it was made. And it's bone china. I can never turn it right out here to get you to see that you can actually see through it, that you can see my fingers through it. But yeah, well, Prussia, Germany. That's why I said German, but Prussian, German, Austrian, Japanese, English. I think it's European, and I think it's just before 1891. Good, that's good. Where they could. Oh, you did? I did buy them. Imagine the gossip. Yeah, all the cups and the cups of tea that were sipped while somebody was spooning their sugar out of that. Just the fact that the lid. And I'll tell you, all you need to do is bang that one time, and there go the handles. Hold on to your platform rockers, Granny and Grandpa. Because I put both of these in my eBay store. Oh, you know what? I just told a lie. That's in there. Indiana Glass Tea Room. If you didn't see the video, I had a freak out session in the thrift shop when I found it. Indiana Glass Tea Room, 1920s. That is as Art Deco as it gets. It is in crystal, and it is beautiful heavy glass, and it only has one tiny, where is it? One tiny little flea bite at the foot on the bottom. Who cares? Now, I want to tell you something funny about that. Or Czechoslovakia. That's good, Maria. Yep. I forgot to say, yep, you're I agree with you on that too. Could be Czechoslovakia then. Or what would be Czechoslovakia after the war. Okay, let's get that straight, because I know people will say, right. But in that region, we got you, Maria, and you're right. I think that could also, that's another good possibility. So thank you for suggesting that, because it didn't even, sitting here, I didn't even think to say Czechoslovakia. But a big, heavy Indiana glass Art Deco tea room. Wrong spelling. Yeah, I know. I always have to double check when I spell Czechoslovakia too. Yeah, it's Czech Republic now. And I've had people. It's so funny because I've had people correct me. When I sell things, let's say that this is Czechoslovakian. I will say Czechoslovakian. I will not say Czech Republic. Of course, it's Czech Republic now, but when it's just like Prussia and Germany and Japan and Nippon. And what are some of the other interchangeable? Russia and USSR. I guess there's lots of different. It's good to try to get it right. I think I got the tea room vase from, you did? Well, that was in crystal too, wasn't it? The tea room vase that I had. So now this will be for sale, or this is in the shop right now. The other one that I said I lied about, I didn't really lie. It's going in. The pictures are done. The draft is done, but I didn't measure it. Oh, I got to tell you something else about this. I listed it. About 10 minutes after I listed it, I got an email from a person who said, would you consider taking $150 for it? So I listed it as an auction. Someone wrote to me and said, would you take $150 for that right now? I got busy with things. I just got home. I haven't answered them yet, but I'm going to write back to them and say, thank you so much for your generous offer and your interest in this piece of glass. Your offer is wonderful. I'm going to decline. And here's why I'm going to decline. I already told you guys, the friends and fans, I'm going to say fans, the OCS family, that I was going to be selling this. I don't sell things under the carpet if I've already told you I'm selling it. That might mean I might sell it for less than $150. And I'm not telling you that so that you'll go, oh, Scott, you're so... I'm not doing that to try to solicit higher bids. I want you to know that that's what I do. So just in case you ever see something, if I've already announced that I'm going to sell it and I've told the public, I feel as though everybody should have, that's just my own thing, everybody should have an even chance to get it. It might sell for $99 and I lose money. It might sell for $200. And if I had taken the $150, I would have lost. But I'm not going to pull it out from under you in case you're interested in it. And I'm only telling you that now so that, because it just happened today and it was on my mind, and I need to write to that person and say, thank you so much. You're more than welcome to place a bid. And maybe the person that offered me $150, they might win it and get it less than that. But it's going to run for 7 days. I don't want anybody, yeah, like Bohemian glass. Now this one is missing its lid. Without the lid, with the lid, you can expect almost twice as much. And it did have a lid. These lids are almost always gone. I kind of say, I'd love it to have its lid since it was manufactured with one. But, you know, okay. A missing lid on a pitcher, not the end of the world. But it is that watermelon glass that we love, pink and green. It was made this way. This was popular around 1930, late 20s into the 30s. As soon as this video is over, I'm going inside, measuring it, putting it in the eBay store, so it'll be up and ready for you. I'm trying to. You can't believe, I know. You can't believe I'm selling it. I know. Well, you know what? I had a great time finding it. I still have my little watermelon set for the dining room table. Another one will come along. I can't save everything, or I would collapse into the basement and you wouldn't find me. the floor would collapse into the basement and you wouldn't find me. So we'll let it move on. Now, this is another show and tell because I have not looked this bad boy up yet. What? You pre-ordered a Czechoslovakian cremation urn and the lid arrived broken. Did that come from me? Did I ship that to you? If you did, I don't remember you telling me that anything was broken, Poodle. I mean, things do get broken in the mail, and if so, I would give you a refund. Did that come? Who's arguing with you? You must be talking about something else. Oh, it was a large company. See, deal with me. I'm not the fastest with the shipping. Listen, I'm telling you, I say that's my weakest point is speeding up shipping time. But if it's broken, I will refund you. I will refund you the shipping cost. I don't even ask you to box it up and mail it back to me. That's the cost of doing business. Stuff gets broken. I try to make it right. I try. Look at that. With it was silver plated at one time. I know. Where are my EAPG? That is a Victorian blown in a mold. You see the pontil down, so the glass is blown, the mold, out it goes. And then this probably never did have a lid, but there's a little silver. It once was silver plated, a little bit left there. There might be a mark on that. No. Lip and look at the embossed design on that. Look at that. Are you selling that porcelain drip? Yes, but it's got a bad fuse. I'll come back to that coffee pot in a minute. I am going to sell it, but yeah, this is heavy. I'm telling you what. I can keep water in this by the bedside table. If anybody breaks in at night, wham! I can see the newspapers now. Triumphant with this Victorian EAPG ice pitcher. And I bet this would crack the burglar's skull before this would break. Isn't that terrible, talking about cracking somebody's skull on Sunday afternoon? Anyway. That is wonderful. And then finally, it wouldn't be me unless I dazzled you with one more Duncan and Miller big sandwich platter, our big platter. Is that it? I have to look all around me. I wish that storm would do a 360 and come on back again. That would suit me fine. That's a South Jersey syrup pitcher for waffles. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Now, so you saw some of the items that I'm going to be selling tomorrow night with Patrick, the trusty huckster. That's the Unbreakables live sale here at 8 o'clock on this channel. You saw some of the items that I've just listed in the eBay store today, and you saw some items that I just recently thrifted, and you heard some thunder and watched me eat ice cream. What else do you want on a Sunday afternoon? It's now 10 of 7. Oh, that coffee pot. Yeah, but I got operating on it. The fuse is bad on it. And it's a funny fuse. So with some coffee pots, there are extra fuses underneath. You can't just run down to your hardware store and say, I need a fuse for my coffee pot. Well, I went to one of the big boxes the other day and I said, I need some sewing machine oil. And of course, they looked at me like I came from the moon because nobody asks for sewing machine oil. That's just what we used to call sort of generic household oil for little machines, you know, sewing machine oil. You remember that? Problem is half of my terms are vintage. Half of my terms are no longer apropos. But you came in late and you missed it. Jenny, you can watch it on rerun because it's going up as a live sale. It'll continue to play. And it'll also continue to play as an actual video. So you'll see it twice, and that's the reason why. Okay, that's it. Now that I've spoiled my dinner, I've got fish to eat tonight, but I'm not hungry because I've already eaten my dessert. But my mother isn't sitting here next to me, so I get to do what I want. I hope that you all have a wonderful Sunday evening and that some cool rain comes your way as it did here. Didn't cool us off a whole lot, but there is a breeze, and I'm thankful for that. If I don't get to see you tomorrow night, hopefully I'll see you throughout the week with thrift hauls and this and that and the third. And until then, I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop saying thanks for watching, wait for the cat, and so long for now. Now, don't go anywhere yet, because that's the end of what will be the video. Am I confusing you? But I'm going to stay here and chat with you for just a minute to see if there's anything else that we need to discuss. So the answer is yes. So the answer is yes. Once I can figure out how to get a fuse into that coffee pot and repair it, we will be percolating once again. Get these things off of here. And then I got to go in and get this watermelon thing listed. What's up for the week? Well, oh, excuse me. I got to get my car inspected, which is free in New Jersey. Any other state have that? We have what's called inspection stations. You don't go to a garage. You don't go to a mechanic. You have state-run inspection stations. And they're like these long, skinny things. Everybody's cars line up. They're open every day of the week. And you just drive your car through it. And we don't pay. When I lived in Philly, we had to pay like $80 to have your car inspected. So anybody else have free inspection? Where are all the Jersey folk who don't pay to have their cars inspected? Is it free in Georgia? Oh, Sarah, that was nice of you, but as you can see, I'm not sunburnt. I was sitting in my car. It was 97 degrees outside. It was 100 degrees in the car. I was flushed with heat. You were concerned that I had a sunburn. I probably have had like maybe 2 sunburns in my whole life. I have sort of a darker skin. All I need to do is go outside for a couple of hours. And I put sunscreen on. Believe me, I had, what did I have on, 30? I don't sit out and baste in the sun, like lying in a chair all day. I swim and I'm out. But I guess certain, I don't know if it's ethnic, all of our European backgrounds, we have different, I don't know what it is. But thank you for your concern. I appreciate that. What? When I purchased my car, we have to do it every oh, you do it every other year. Oh, we have to be inspected once a year, but we don't pay any money. Oh, $12 isn't bad. Well, what do you mean you pay $12? So wherever you are, and I don't know what state you're in, there's a state set price. Because when I was in Pennsylvania, I don't remember there being like a set price where they could only charge you $80, but that might. Well, where are you? You say ours is free. Where are you, Jenny? Where is you? I'm just curious. How are your taxes? High. I mean, Jersey has. We pay very high income. We pay very high property taxes here, but see, you got to remember, folks. Every time you say ours and we and my, we don't know what that means. We don't know what that means. So tell us, like, if you say we pay or ours is, where are you? You got to give us more information because we don't know what you're talking about. You don't have to have your cars inspected in Florida. Cars inspected in Florida. Yeah, Jersey has. Carmen, did you watch Ocean Grove today? I did. That was a good sermon. I sat right here, watched it on my television set. You have them every year. I can't get my eyeballs right now. Sometimes I can't. No inspections in Tennessee. You guys don't have to have your cars inspected? My word. Yeah, I know you have strict emission. We used to have that. It used to be pretty strict here. Emissions, right? Is that word? You don't get your cars inspected, and I didn't know. No inspections in a. What's all this with no car inspection? Oh no, I kind of like the idea of knowing if your brake pads are good or not. Don't you? I mean, I know we have out-of-state drivers, but I kind of like knowing that the other cars on the road around me in my state at least have good tires and good brakes. It doesn't mean they know how to use a blinker. It's going to rain again. That's coming back. I know, Susan. You know that. They don't check car inspections. No. We have to have our cars inspected anyway, because that's what I have to do this week, my inspection, and they'll pull you over. Your son. We have scary cars on the road here in Florida. You got big scary bugs too. Florida is kind of like the Australia of the United States. Like all the bugs, the snakes, and the things that sting and bite. Isn't there just more of them and they're bigger? Maybe not. Illinois has inspections. Oh, Scott, that must be the storm we just had. It's heavy, but only lasted about 20 minutes. No, you just must have tuned in. How long have I been running my lips? I can't see how much time went by. But 30 minutes ago, we had a storm, and that was a whopper doodle. You watched the rerun. It didn't last long, but we got some water on the roof. We had some nice lightning, but it looks like it's coming back again. Well, anyway, yes, we do. Bugs are a part of life in Florida. Yeah. I mean, you just get. We can adapt to anything, can't we? Or almost anything. Okay. All right, well, that's it. Now we're talking about car inspections and stuff, and it's dinner time. Okay, now that is it. This is the second. Thanks for watching out here on the front porch. Everybody have a great night, and see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I hope. Good night, all. So long for now. Ooh.